when it comes to events, you know you need the best of the best to coordinate your beautiful madness. Yes, it is crazy. Everybody wants something, everybody needs something. But when you have the right team or the right person, it becomes beautiful, harmonized madness. My guest today is Emek Akpan of Pan Events, a coordinator who gets everything you want done. She's small, she's portable, she's so fairy-like. I love it. Okay, guys, remember when I said she is a fairy, a pixie? She's very portable. Welcome, my guest, Emek Akpan of Pan Events.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
You look so pretty, so gorgeous.
Thank
Your skin is popping. Ooh.
Thank you.
I love it.
We've been at home all the while, so obviously.
Oh, really?
It's pretty obvious, yeah.
I'm envious of you. Welcome to Exclusive with me.
Thank you.
Good. So let's get right into it. Why event coordination?
Well, I actually studied banking and finance in the university, and while I was doing that, I stumbled upon events. Mm-hmm. I started off as an usher, and while doing that, I found out that I really do love events. I enjoy everything about events, from the ushering to the coordination to having to see the couple dance, having to see them take their first kiss, cut the cake and everything. So I'm like, okay, why don't I, do this professionally, saying that I enjoy it and I do it from my heart. I don't have to get paid for it.
Really?
Yeah. So when I initially started, so I would just do, they say your passion, how you chase your passion,
yes.
And then later on you start looking for the money. So for me, it was more of the fact that, I actually do enjoy this. And, I'm like, okay, why don't I just do it professionally and, get paid for it?
Okay. So a lot of people confuse event planners with event coordinators. Can you please let them know what the difference is so we can stop that confusion once and for all?
Okay. Yes, we do have that. Very common. For an event planner, basically, she does the decision making. She starts from the very beginning with the couple. From the planning to the kind of design they want, to the theme they want to work with, the kind of vendors they're working with. She helps the couple list all that out, gives her suggestions, her recommendations on what works and what doesn't work.
Who to work with, who not to work with,
exactly. An event coordinator, basically, we handle on the day events. Okay. We basically make sure that everything for the event is coordinated. So we make sure we follow up on all the vendors to make sure that you're there on time. We make sure that the decoration starts on time. So we basically make sure that things are done properly for the day of the event.
So you're the maestro's maestro.
Basically. So we literally get the job done. We do like the hard work.
Oh, wow.
We do the running around, the whole madness thing, the beautiful madness.
The beautiful madness, yes, the beautiful madness.
On the day of the event, yes.
Yes. So as we're in COVID-19 era, right? It's kind of, everybody is worried about the events industry.
Okay.
How have you been able to not lose your mind so far with the fact that, first of all, there's no work, you're not dealing physically with people. If there's no work, there's no pay. If there's no pay, there's no food. How have you been able to just tell yourself, you know what, Emek, I'm not going to kill anybody or burn on any place. I'm just going to do me and I'll be fine.
Well, the truth is actually nobody expected, all of this to happen. So it literally took everyone by surprise. However, for me, seeing the fact that we haven't had any job for a bit now, what I do is, or what is important for me right now is my mental health. And the fact that I need to survive all of this, So what I do is I just take my mind off it, try to focus on other things like my health, so I started reading. I, picked up new hobbies like reading. I'm usually not a reader, so I started reading a lot. Thank you so much. So I started reading a lot. I started doing more exercise because I didn't want to add weight. So basically I started studying more for, to know how we can walk around what's going on right now, with the COVID and how, this has changed everything for event planners. We're obviously not going to have as much crowd, at least for now. It's more going to be more like an intimate wedding as against the usual Nigerian wedding.
1,500
exactly.
With a few extra hundred.
Yes, so it was a lot for me initially, but I'm good. I'm getting better now.
That's good. So I'm not a sizist, so quote and unquote, guys.
Okay.
I love people who are relatively smaller than me. But how have you been able, because you look like if you are coordinating an event,
people will step
you
on me.
would usually get lost in the mix. How have you been able to, do you wear like a floater or you wear high heels? Like, what do you do to just make sure that nobody, because people can be rude.
Yes, they can. We experience that almost all the time. Yes. So for me, it's my voice.
Okay. I know the gist is just getting sweeter, but don't worry, we'll be right back. With growth comes change, and with change comes an evolution. Introducing The Wedding Doctors, the solution-driven platform with original content from interviews, web series, inside information, behind the scenes, pro masterclasses, and a couple's journey to happily ever after. We present to you Beyond the Veil, The Becoming, Vendors Camp, Wedding 101, exclusive with Adeola, Best of Both Worlds. Giving you more because we are more. Welcome to The Wedding Doctors. But how have you been able, because you look like if you are coordinating an event,
people will step
you
on me.
would usually get lost in the mix. How have you been able to, do you wear like a floater or you wear high heels? Like, what do you do to just make sure that nobody, because people can be rude.
Yes, they can. We experience that almost all the time. Yes. So for me, it's my voice.
Okay.
So
you project.
Yeah, exactly.
You go from hi guys to hi guys.
Hi guys, yes. Okay. And when I'm working, I'm very professional and I do not mix pleasure and play and work. Okay. So you know that I'm doing my job and you cannot come to me, So I try to put a balance in that, and I don't wear high heels. I actually wear flat shoes, but I do my makeup properly, and my hair sometimes could be really big. Okay. So, and then when I'm walking and giving my orders, people know that I'm in charge. Okay. And they don't need anybody to tell them.
Are you one of those librarians that have like her little boards and her pen with her glasses and she's just like, yes?
I always have my book with me and my pen, but I don't necessarily need that. I just have that because I need to remember certain things that are very important. So I keep that with me. However, my voice speaks for me. Okay. I command.
Have you, so basically when dealing with event coordination, from personal experience, there have been clashes over MCs and people who want to handle the wedding for the couple. Okay. So like, I remember there was an incident a while ago, I was privileged to MC a major wedding. And you have the uncle coming to whisper, you have the auntie coming to whisper, you didn't say my name right, you didn't do this.
Especially when it comes to recognizing guests or themselves.
And then you tend to see a lot of MCs freeze because they were on a roll and then it just dips. Do you as a coordinator help in that situation?
Okay, so what we do most of the time is we tell the MC to make an announcement that if there's anyone who would like to, if there's anyone who needed recognition. Sorry, can I take that again? Okay, sorry. Okay, so what we usually do is we speak to the father of the bride or the father of the groom or whichever person that is in charge to give us a list of the people that we will be recognizing on that day. Everybody, and then the MC will always know what to do at that time. Usually would apologize for names that maybe he hasn't called. You're an MC, so you should know how that works. But the thing
names that sound like you're calling on the gods to help you. So yes.
So is either we do that, or we just call up someone to pronounce the name. If it's very difficult, we'll just call someone to say the name and recognize the person, so that we don't because it causes a lot of trouble. It actually does cause a lot of trouble.
Okay, thank you for that. As an event coordinator, security is very important.
Yes.
And security guys can get a bit overzealous. First of all, their chest, one side is as big as my whole body. True. If they just frown at you, you might crumble to 1,000 pieces. How do you, once again, not to be a sizist, like, she's literally a fairy. Like, look, can you see this, our beautiful backdrop and garden by the backdrop company, Abuja? Like, Nigeria, not just Abuja, Nigeria. Like, you can see she's literally a fairy in a garden. How do you, not to be a sizist, handle those guys who are like 3 of me?
Okay.
and I'm sure it's not just your voice you're going to use this time.
Well, for me, that's my power.
Okay.
Yes. So we are the one who contracted you. So you have to listen to us.
Her voice has suddenly dipped to, you are the one that works for me. If there were certain words we could say on camera, she would say it.
Exactly.
But imagine those words instead.
Okay. So I don't really have to do much, because most of the time we work with vendors that we're familiar with. So having that familiarity, we're good. They do not cross their boundaries, and I make sure they do not cross their boundaries. So I just tell them, I give them the instructions, and then they do it. And if they're not doing it, I either talk to their boss or I talk to them directly and I let them know. So they usually call me small but mighty, because this is the nice me. Yeah, but on the day of the event, no, this is not the face you'll be seeing. I'll be smiling, I'll be all glammed up, but no, I'll be a professional.
Basically, honey, it's on if you try it. I'm going to dub you a new name.
Okay.
Spitfire.
Got you. I like it. I love it.
Spitfire, because you will get verbally burnt by this lady if you try
in a nice way. In a nice way.
In a nice way. I don't think there's a nice way to burning people, though. Unless you're like, oh, you're very here's aloe vera gel for the scars, for the burns.
Sounds good.
Got it. So that's
sounds good.
Should do. Thank you so much,
Thank
Emek.
you.
You're such Spitfire. Your new name. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to have you back, because I have so much questions.
Appreciate.
But having you back and seeing you just unwind is more precious for me. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's really nice being here.
Bye.
Bye.
You heard it here. I told you everything with me is exclusive. Emek told us what's what, and now I hope you've learned. So if you plan on getting into the event coordinating business, remember, small but mighty also works. My name is Adeola. Thank you for joining me once again on Exclusive with Adeola. I cannot wait to see you and our guest on the next show, only on The Wedding Doctors. See you soon.